bucket again, and I'm just gonna interact with it. It's got a hammer in it. If I get the hammer and I build another bucket, I'm just excited that this thing works. The containers now. Boop. Boop. Put my hammer in there. What's in this bucket now? Oh, nothing. What's in the bucket that I just put the hammer in? A hammer! and can I just pick that bucket up? I can. Can I? Well, I can actually. I can just. Let's see. Open the bucket with my hand, put the hammer in it, and then put the bucket with the hammer in it into the bucket in the ground. Now let's say I save and quit. I'll just quit. Alright, host game. Oh man, have I been doing this whole damn it, I always do that. There were no viewers. Maybe I should start that over again just for dramatic intensive purposes. Alright, hold on, one more time. Hello. Oh, that's the way MJ does her things. Good morning. It's afternoon. Anyway, I'm gonna press the button correctly this time and show you how this works now, cause I can. So actually, I'm gonna test some complicated stuff here. Saving and loading player-built containers at runtime and stuff. So, in this bucket here, bucket, you see, why am I moving so slowly? Huh, maybe my control key was stuck down. It's weird. Anyway. Please do not crash, sir, computer. It is very hot. My computer was sitting in the sun, and I've put some sheets up to block the sun from hitting it. I have a fan on now. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. I just wanted to be a pain while I'm streaming. Being obnoxious. I get it. I see how it is. So anyway, let's... What the frick? I did not order this. Okay. Get the bucket. Close that. Open the bucket in my hand. There's a hammer in it. Oh my god. Let's put the hammer in this bucket in my hand. And then let's put that bucket in this bucket on the ground. And I can do it again. Get the bucket. Open this bucket. Get the hammer. So, let's build another bucket. Or some other stuff. Let's build a freaking crate. And it can't be. No, a small bench. I can snap it to the side, although I'm not sure there's really any point to snapping this. Yeah, sure, why not? Snap it to the bottom side like that. Okay. I feel like, yeah, doing the place thing messes up the first person camera. But anyway. Get the hammer. The fences are cool. table's in the way. Oh yeah, the bowls too. Bowls and buckets, basically, you can build them, but they're items that you can then pick up. And I just built it, but it's actually an item. So I can put my hammer in this bucket, put this hammer in, or put this bucket into this bucket. I can get that bucket. I can put this bucket into that bucket. I can get that bucket. And I could drop it. And I mean, like, I could save and quit again just to demonstrate, but you know, it all works. Hammer! Woo! Bucket inside of a bucket. I don't have player physics on items interacting with them. Although I can jump onto these things. That's funny. I am streaming, right? Yes, I am. Okay, good. So let's see, what shall I create next? What's the error? What's the error? Home slice. Container widget. I wonder what that's from. I didn't get any weird errors with the widgets. I might have to try with multiplayer at some point. I gotta make sure these things. I remember this not being correct. I think it didn't have the right static mesh. This one is. Parent class of backpack. Oh, I think I have to replace bag because I made a parent class instead of duplicating it. What? I might have to listen to that. The Gladius. Let's just listen to frickin' this guy talk about awesome weapons.
Here we have a Gladius, a modern reproduction, but it's still a Gladius. And the principal point I'm going to be making in this video is that this is a sword. Now, when people use the word Gladius today, they generally mean specifically this kind of weapon. The sort of sword used by a Roman legionary, and it's often described as a short sword. Yes, it's shorter than a lot of other swords, but it's quite definitely sword length. This is not a dagger. I'm telling you now, I'm holding one, and this does not have the feel of a dagger at all. This is a sword. Now, the word gladius, back in the day, just meant sword. So the Latin for sword is gladius. So when a legionary
Compiling, fixing up some redirectors. What is up?
Now this one, this reproduction, has a blade length of 19.5 inches. Now a typical short sword of this design would actually have a blade about 22 inches. This one is actually about that much shorter than is typical. It's interesting when we start comparing this with other weapons at the time. So you see that overall length, the same length as this copis, or else had the video said, "Ah, that's better." Otherwise, they're the same. Right. If we compare this with a Sparta, say this is the Roman longer sword, again, you know, the difference isn't enormous. So yes, it's shorter than some other swords, but it's not really all that short. Now, one factoid that I've heard repeated a few times is that until the development of the AK-47, more people were killed with this weapon than with any other weapon. That might be sort of true, but
factoid.
A hefty pinch of salt, because it's one of those facts that relies on an awful lot of assumptions, estimates, and convenient definitions. I would say that far more people have been killed by spears. So if you lump all spears together into the category spear, then it's probably the spear and then the AK-47. Right. So it's short-ish, but it's not that short. This is a legionary's chopping and thrusting weapon. You can see from the shape of the point that thrusting is definitely in mind, but it widens to here, and so you've got a definite chopping point here. So if anyone exposed a wrist or whatever, bang, you could definitely give him a pretty hefty clonk with it. Its shortness means that when you get in very, very close, you've got a lot of options for stabbing in all sorts of directions. If someone gets right up against me, perhaps he slams into my shield and pushes my shield right up against me, I can still bring my arm back far enough to get
Hey, what's up? Iridium Magister.
little chink that presents itself. I have heard it said that these would be held sideways in a hand like this, the stabbing between the ribs. Possibly sometimes. I don't have any evidence to support that. It's an idea. So it must have been effective because they used them for an awful long time. It's a sword.
I should be able to replace references with small bag. Ugh. Okay, there we go.
What? You haven't played World of Warships yet? Why the hell not?
Shush. Back attacks.
Hello, and today I'm going to be talking about back attacks in this video, which is sponsored by the Great Courses Plus. More of that later. What is a back attack? I imagine some of you may be thinking, well, I think actually it might be a term invented by gamers to describe something which
I think he means backstab.
represents an historical reality, and I'm going to be arguing that I think I'm wrong. A back attack is when one man, getting the worst of the fight perhaps, decides to turn and flee, and his opponent has an easy time of killing him. He just sees the turned, exposed back that is undefended, and he just stabs to victory. I don't think
I fucking love this guy.
what am I basing this on? Well, I've actually done quite a lot of reenactment and live-action roleplay. Yes, even live-action roleplay, I think, actually does illustrate. I wouldn't
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Roleplay in other circumstances. I don't think it tells us very much about how people fought in the olden days. But actually on this one, I think even live-action role players might think, oh yeah, that actually does happen, does it, in a real fight? Well, and also, I've seen quite a bit of film of people fighting, football hooligans, for instance, and the very, very rare occasions of people actually genuinely fighting with swords and so forth.
Okay.
And I don't see this ever happening. I've never known it happen, and I think it's something that's made up by gamers. But perhaps
Fire pits. Oh, we should make a fire pit that actually lights on fire.
A lot of people think, oh yes, the back attack is a thing. And I'm
So I'll do
really think that it's a thing. So imagine the situation. One
duplicate
man
of the door.
comes forward and he
No,
says,
no, of the
You see, he's not tremendously
of the
articulate.
bowl.
If words were his weapon, he would have become a poet or a politician. He just says, aha! It has no one writing his dialogue. And to
I'll
be
make
fair,
the
he probably
item
speaks
first.
the local language. And another man, he, seeing his opponent having squared up to him, he says, aha! Well, it's only polite. And so the two men are at what distance? Well, they are, I would say, just out of striking distance. They can't actually hit each other. That is the distance that people naturally come to a halt. So, I've got, say, a spear. So I almost get to the distance where I can spear you, but then of course as soon as I make the threat of going to spear you, you become quite active. You start getting all hostile and unreasonable, and so perhaps I hang back a little bit, and you are in the same situation. That, you know, you can see that I've got a spear. It's not a stealth spear, it's a physical object that you're quite capable of seeing, so you can. By the way, I'm talking about ancient and medieval melee weapons and so forth, not modern fights involving machine guns and the like. So you can see my spear. So
Oh wait, this is just an interactable. It doesn't have to be an item.
So you know
Okay.
what appropriate distance to stand away from me to keep yourself safe is. So there is this ideal distance. We've seen it. You watch a boxing match, for instance. The two boxers don't just stand toe to toe, smashing each other.
So actually, it could just be an interactable.
Over and over and over again for round after round. That's not how boxers fight. Yes, occasionally they're getting close, and one man might throw a combination, and his opponent, rather than running away, might throw a combination in return. But that's fleeting seconds. Almost the entire bout, they're outside punching distance, just as I'm outside punching distance for this microphone. It's just below the camera here. I can't actually reach it. So in order to hit that microphone,
World model.
step in, and then I can get that microphone. But actually, I can't reach it, and this is the distance I would fight a microphone at least a microphone that I fear might fight back. So you stop at that natural fighting distance, which is just out of weapon reach. And so, if you want to run away, you can, because the other guy can't hit you because he's out of reach. Now, clearly you have to pick your moment, and you might even create a moment. You might, for instance, feint an attack, causing the other guy to get a defensive stance.
I don't know why I have this.
Oh, he fooled me. That's a very easy way to do it. But actually, you can just withdraw very slightly and then leg it. You might be withdrawing, you see, in order to launch an attack, but he doesn't know that. So you withdraw slightly and then and he can't get you because you're out of reach. Now, there is a complication, and that complication is, you just hit other people. Other people, they're so. Why don't they just let us duel? But real fights. Now, in massive battles, very large numbers of people.
Oh, you know what? I should have made this like
a front line. In Hollywood, they quite
the item.
Every man to pair off against every other man, and everyone fights simultaneously because you can fill the screen with action. But in real fights, a small proportion of the total number of men involved at the front are fighting, and the others are backing them up, perhaps leaning over the shoulder going, yeah, if they're football hooligans. So when you see the video of Millwall supporters taking on, I don't know, Chelsea, whoever it is, they don't just
Wait a second, I have to test something.
Fight. There's a line forms, and each man at the front, the guys with the most bravado who want to just impress all their friends by apparently being the keenest for a fight, they say, go on. And if they step just one step forwards of their line, they feel the extra amount of danger they're in. And if anyone then threatens them, they just whoop, step back. Now, why do they feel safe? Well, if I lunge for you and you flinch, get out of the way, create a gap, I could, having seen that you've created this gap, I could charge into that gap. Unfortunately, if you're lots of Chelsea supporters and you're incredibly, sorry, I don't want to say that Chelsea supporters are very aggressive. I'm not saying anything about either Millwall or Chelsea. They're just examples of football teams. But anyway, I pile into the gap. I'm now surrounded, aren't I? And it doesn't matter how good I am at fighting. If 20 guys just leap on me all at once, it's over for me. And in a real fight, where we've got weapons, we've got swords, we've got shields and spears, and we're trying to kill each other, the situation is pretty much the same. I'm not going to just pile into a gap to chase you. If you turn and flee, I'm not going to charge after you because I'm charging into tremendous danger. Even if your line is only one man deep, if I charge through a gap in your line after you, I am now surrounded, cut off from my fellows. Is that what I want? No. So other people, I don't think I've ever seen a back attack actually happen, except pop.
So like what I'm trying to do right now is I'm thinking that what's weird is that I think Door is a child of interactable, but when I do my save and load game, I'm getting all item actors, I believe. So I want to make sure that it's actually saving and loading, because maybe what's happening is it's saving and loading the building type. And then, but then what it should be doing on spawn is, I remember when I coded it, it was only, I wonder what's taking so long with it this time. It's not even popping in the menu. I think it might be donezo right now. So many things. Oh, it's compiling. It's probably compiling like everything. I gotta let it go for a minute.
Someone turned and immediately tripped over or something. Assuming that nothing extraordinary like that happened, I don't think I've ever actually seen it, because people are not complete idiots. If what you want to do is run away, you can pretty much always pick your moment and run away in safety, or do something like a feint attack, create a moment, and then run away in near enough perfect safety. Also, if there are two men fighting one, then one of the two men can near enough always break off, because he knows that the other man fighting remains a threat to the guy. So the guy can't just chase after you, chase past him, because he's got a guy to get past. So if I'm fighting you, and I have my friend here, and there you are, and he decides to run away, if you just charge after him, I'll get a back attack on you. Oh yeah, but you're not going to expose yourself like that, are you? And people don't when they're running away.
Alright, take care. It's taking a while. I loaded the map up real fast. That was weird.
In front of him, then he's going to leave that in front of him, isn't he? As he turns to move. If he's got a weapon and you charge after him, he's going to stab with it. He's going to create some threat, something that you have to defend yourself, and that is going to just give you that little moments of hesitation, and he'll get away, assuming that you're of reasonably similar movement rates. So people don't fight and then turn on the spot and run away, because they're not idiots, is what I'm suggesting. So I should say a word about our sponsor. Now,
What? That was a great transition.
Lectures from
I love this guy.
prestigious professors from around the world, although I do notice that most of them are from America, and they present lectures, courses in history and science and loads of other things, but history and science. I mean, if you're watching this channel, you're probably into things like history and science. I noticed, for instance, that they've got a whole series, 24 lectures on great military blunders. We all love a good military blunder. Although I do notice, looking at the list,
Item.
that 9 out of the 23 battles that are featured are British military blunders. Now, I know we've had some absolute corkers, but I don't think that the British are actually responsible for 9/23 of the world's military blunders. I think it's probably more to do with the fact that the British ones are particularly well documented, and perhaps because we advertise them by going on and on about them, because we love a military blunder, do we, the Brits? Oh yeah, it's part of our
So I'm doing buildings, and I'm doing just spawned to the buildings,
I think some of this reveling is
which actually on the doors,
take the charge of the Light Brigade, for instance. That disaster was only really made possible by the fact that the Light Brigade was so flipping excellent. If they had lower
Nope.
morale, their morale would have cracked, and they would have just fled back to their friendly lines pretty quickly. Or if their horsemanship wasn't excellent, they wouldn't have been able to keep in formation and to pull off a disaster like the charge of the Light Brigade. But anyway, there are some foreign ones in there as well. Napoleon not having much fun.
this is just the interactable on the building
Or
for the
Carine,
door.
proving that they're quite fallible, actually. And what else? Oh, the Athenians decided
Just spawned.
Japanese in war. That it was a really good idea to attack
Oh.
Syracuse.
Didn't
It
I
wasn't.
change that?
Anyway, so
Oh,
this is a lecture series that
that did not get saved?
by going to
Thank you.
.com.
It's good.
Lindy Bay.
I'm confusing myself a little bit. I have like a bunch of items and buildings and stuff that you can just build.
Subscribe and you will
I'm just kind of curious, because I swear I changed all of this.
the Great Courses Plus, and there's also a link.
Maybe only on the other ones. Yeah, there'd be no reason to change this one. That's right.
Back to back attacks. Now,
So I guess it's still only doing... But I thought I changed the spawned...
that the important thing is
Oh, I guess just for the items. Yeah, this still does that.
because
Okay, so this is actually saving and loading the building.
the man
But if you create an item, then it's gonna save and load the item automatically.
way,
I mean,
then
sorry. So I can create a building, and when I spawn the building, it creates an item, and only when it's created, not when it's spawned. When it's spawned by the system, it's hidden. So the item gets saved separately and just gets loaded by the save system. Now if I create an item that's a door, what I'm doing is I'm saving the building and respawning the interactable each time. Okay. So that's what I want to do with this, actually. So for the okay. So on the fire pit.
Maybe he's made a mistake. So there we are. We're squared off against each other, and you don't realize it, but I'm planning to.
Fire pit, fire pit, fire pit.
Perhaps I've got a spear and you've got a spear, and I'm going to just knock your spear to one side, and I'm just going to come right up into you and just ram with my shield. Or perhaps I'm going to get right up to you and drop my spear and grab a dagger and stab you in the throat. But for whatever reason,
I would like to make it so interactables can save what their state was. Is interactable. It needs a new one saying like is active. And then when you're saving and loading the system, I need to get all interactables. No, because the building will spawn the interactables. So or maybe I can just make it an item that you can't pick up. But that's the whole point of it being an item. So I can make it so it's not interactable, but I want you to be able to interact with it. To actually to use it. So there's no like can pick it up or anything like that. Oh, is usable. Is interactable. I think this will stop it from even, you can't even like use it. Let me test by maybe making the door, no, item. I'll just make the torch non-interactable. Note to self. Made torch not interactable. Just in case I start testing stuff and forget about that. Like, why isn't my torch working? Oh my god. Everything's running a lot faster. Okay, so I should just be able to see. It's not even letting me select it to interact with. Can I get it? No, I can't do shit to it. Okay, so that doesn't work. I wanted to make it so you just not pick upable. My phone making noises. I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, there you are. Oh, peeps in twist. Asked me to Fortnite streaming right now. Okay. Let me just take a look at the game mode, see how complex this would be. Because interactables, item is definitely technically a child of interactable, so I would be getting all the items as well. So I'd have to like get all actors of interactables and then cast to item and take the failure to get the ones that aren't items. I think that's kind of extensive. So I want it to save these states though. So I either have to add a variable to items saying that you can, whether or not you can pick it up, or I add interactables to the save thing. So I guess the easy thing is just to make it on the game controller, just to check the item if you can pick it up. Just put the item in there and then add the variable on the save and load of the items. Or I can just put it on the building type. Yeah. No, but then the interactables that I place, I won't be able to save their state. That's kind of stupid. You would like that. So like the doors, for example, the doors that I have are always resetting because I'm not saving them. So yeah, because casting to all interactables would be casting to all items again. It would be very redundant. I feel like I should though. Maybe I can do it here before I can make the get all actors of class interactable, then cast the item and add it to an array. That's gonna get complicated and might mess all that shit up. Alright, for now I'm not gonna mess with saving interactable states. That's gonna have to be a feature I add in the future when I think about it a bit, because I don't want to mess with that too much. I'll just make it spawn the interactable like it would a door, and it's just not gonna save its state for now. No, I could do it through the building types for now, so at least the ones that players build, you can save those. That's easy enough. Let's do that. So building ooh. You know what? The door, they're all duplicates of each other. I should make it a see, they all have a thing here, for example. Let me just do it on a per instance basis for now. I think that's gonna bite me in the ass later. But let's just say for the fire pit, it's interactable. Graph interact. Oop. Event interact. So we'll add a fire thing here. Right, it's decent, and just me trying to make sense out of interactables versus items and trying to figure out how to save them. Let me just open up the torch. What am I doing here? Torch fires particle system, fire child actor component. Oof. So I haven't tried building torch hand. I could try it for now. It's curious though, that because the child actor component thing didn't work for the door for some reason, because it was a blueprint. But I guess I could try it. Okay. Branch on whether it's active. Active. Hidden in game. Why is this opened up? Child actor template. Just do hidden in game here. Just do multiples with that. Yeah, okay. Just do that. Particle system. We'll make it auto activate. And say hidden in game for now. Unhidden. How am I today? I'm pretty good, man. I was leveled up in Fortnite, you know. And let's see. Make this rep notify. And just basically okay, so when you build this thing, this is the one where it's different. See, this is when just when it's built. So that's not the kind I want. Okay, I don't want this. I do want to duplicate the door. Let's just see how this looks. Everything's fine in here. Duplicate. And call this fire pit. So this will behave like the door, where it will spawn it every time because interactables aren't saved automatically. And this will be fire pit. Shit. What? There's one in. This is the door, there for that. I can get rid of that and the locked. I don't need owning character either. Change this to. Actually, I can just delete that. I can promote variable. So this can, so since I do have it on buildings, actually no, you know what, delete it here. So all buildings should get a variable called active. Now on the game mode, I do have to save this, but this is much easier than doing a whole, all interactables or anything like that. Building data, I could just, okay, I'm gonna have to make the variables for, alright, let's not bother with saving it for now. I won't worry about that. Let's just spawn the interactable, save the reference to it, and interact with it. Oh, I didn't add it to my known building types, hold on. Let's cancel this. I want to think of a clever GIF. Any of them that I... Oh yeah, I'll do this one. Huzzah. So I just have to add a reference on the controller. This is where I'm keeping them for now. Alright, check this out, man. Assuming it doesn't take forever to compile. It is taking freaking forever. So I'm gonna put Lindy Beige back on.
Decided that I'm with close range against you. I'm going to charge as fast as I can. This isn't me creeping in. Oh no, this is me pelting at you when I think the time is right. So I pick my moment and I charge. That is the impetus. That's the initial move here. So then you have a number of options. You could stand your ground, but of course one of the options is that you turn and flee. And yes, if you turn to flee, you're not just going to present your back to me. You're going to present some weapons and shields and some defense to me. If assuming I'm not a complete idiot, that is. So though I have a chance to hit you as you run away, I don't think it's a tremendously good one. And this is what I'm going to say to game designers. Now, in roleplay games, war games, there is this back attack thing, and so many games. It's pretty much suicidal to try to break off from the enemy. Now, whose go is it in the game? If you have I go, you go, that sort of game, and it's my go and I'm the attacker, and I decide to charge, then maybe you could have some rule that says even if, in response to that charge, the defender
This shouldn't take forever to
runs,
compile.
there is still a chance he gets hit. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. But if
It's on the main map.
and you're the defender and you initiate the move, then I would say
It's funny because it wasn't taking any time to load the map.
I'm up against two guys,
So I wonder what's going on there.
absolutely. In all the game rules that I've written, if one man is against two, essentially, if a fighter has a threat next to him that he still has to deal with when someone else breaks and runs away, then that guy can just move off. There's nothing that that I can do to stop you. Just go. But even if there are only two of you, if you initiate the move, I would say that the chances of my getting this supposed free back attack, this easy stab to your exposed back, should be infinitesimally tiny. Not just because I think that reflects historical reality, but also it makes for better game design, because otherwise you have very few options. If turning and fleeing is suicidally stupid, then no one will ever do it, and so the game becomes tactically much less interesting. When you can choose to withdraw and redeploy and so forth, then there's more movement, more. Otherwise, everyone just stands there and slogs, rolling dice, and you end up with the ridiculous situation, which I've come across in many games, where one guy is clearly winning, almost certain to win. The other guy is clearly losing. So, for instance, it might be some game where you wear the opponent down by attrition. So I've still got loads of hit points or whatever, health left, and you are close to death because I wounded you so many times. Well, if you stay and carry on fighting me, you're almost certain to die.
All I did was add one thing here.
You'd leg it, wouldn't you?
It usually doesn't take this long at all.
The player quickly works out that his odds are actually better if he
Yeah, now it's loading like instantly. It's acting like the map is cached, which is really weird. Like I haven't updated it. Endings is it a single player game? Depends on how your endings work.
It does depend quite a lot on who initiates the movement. So I don't think that they are an historical reality. Back attacks. Could you just expunge them from your mind?
It's not very bright.
Have you noticed
Oh man, you gotta have a You gotta have a lot of endings, man. You know?
This video is about that slightly mysterious thing, the Renaissance period pike, the pike and shot period pike. On the battlefield, you've got chaps with muskets, you've got artillery, you've got cavalry, and you've got pike. Those are the four main
Is this thing on?
in this period. I'm talking about.
It's not hitting the light. I'm getting the particle effects, but no light.
One of the formations that maybe you've heard of. Now, it's a little bit mysterious. What do these pikemen actually do? Some armies have had as many as one pikeman for every musketeer, so obviously they were doing something fairly important. But what was it? See, the pikeman of this period is a guy with no shield and a very long line, standing in pretty dense formation. Now, one thing is you're very vulnerable to artillery in a dense formation, so that's one big drawback. But you're pretty good against everything else. If you were, for instance, to advance against a load of musketeers, well, they wouldn't be able to stand and outfight you, would they? So you'd be able to just see them off. If you advanced on cavalry, again, the cavalry is not going to stand there and be poked to death, so it's going to get out of the way. And if cavalry attacks you, well, you can keep the cavalry at bay. So fine, so pike sort of beats cavalry. Pike, under the right circumstances, can beat musketeers. Obviously, if you're just standing being shot at for ages, then musketeers beats pike. Pike definitely beats artillery in close combat, but from a distance...
There is indirect lighting on, but there just aren't any light sources.
What about pike versus pike?
When the moon is up, you can see much better. Check this out.
General with his phalanxes of I shouldn't use the word phalanxes, with his great...
So it's really dark because it's a moonless night. Because the moon has set. If you remember seeing it, it was like a sliver of a moon. So let's see if I can. There's no real way to demonstrate to you very quickly, except for showing you when the moon does come up. Or just, oops.
They come at each other and then they raise their pikes and
okay, cool. There we go.
push at each other for a bit, and then perhaps some people get out little axes and hack away and have a bit of fun.
There should be some more indirect lighting from that. Oh, you see that? Oh, it's like an eclipse.
Well, possibly they might just do that out of a sort of agreed.
Anyway, yeah, no, there should be, I feel like there should be more indirect lighting. But this is...
They just stand off at this distance and say, look, we're prepared to use our bikes. Yeah, well, we're prepared to use our bikes.
I kind of like it dark.
When I've talked to reenactors of the English Civil War Society, and they say that, well, when they tried actually closing and fighting with pikes, it was ridiculous.
I don't know.
What happened is that all the
Let me know what you think. Do you think it should be brighter?
died immediately, and then the guys in the second rank,
The indirect lighting? Because I like the idea that you need light to see. Because that's how it works, you know?
not going to be poking away at the enemy for very long with a great
So you can see a little bit of moonlight there, and it just set.
respect to live. Now the guys in the front
It's much brighter when it's a full moon.
but I don't think anyone
But yeah, this needs the light on it. That's what I'm trying to do.
pikes under those circumstances thinking, well, you know, I'm probably going to die, but they get paid double, so fair's fair. I don't think so. I don't think that psychology really works. What's going to happen is you're going to stop short. Swiss pikemen did have quite a reputation, and I suspect that it was the reputation that made them quite so formidable, because of a lack of hesitancy. Imagine, for instance, a load of pikemen turn in front of you, and then stop and reorder themselves and look at you, and then they all bring their pikes. And then
Congratulations, dude.
they go forwards a bit, okay, and they're all looking a bit, well, I don't like this. You might think, well, we could probably see these guys off. But what if
I think I should just make a
really well drilled guys go ba-dum, 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 ba-dum,
copy
ba-dum,
this
ba-dum,
stuff.
and just walk towards you, showing absolutely no sign whatsoever of stopping. In a game of chicken with cars, you know, it's the equivalent of throwing the steering wheel out of the window and folding your arms. We're not stopping. You've got to get out of the way. So if you've got a tremendously fearsome reputation, then maybe you could just be unhesitating and go straight at the enemy and win that way. But actually, even then, you'll notice that I'm describing an action where the pikes didn't actually clash, because one lot just ran away before the clash happened. I strongly suspect that pikes never actually fought pikes. Occasionally, as I've just described, they might see off pikes, but really their battlefield role was as mobile fortresses. If the enemy cavalry threatened, then your musketeers could hide behind you, and then you'd be safe, and they would be safe from the enemy cavalry. Really, the pike almost nullifies cavalry, because cavalry is never going to charge in against a well-drilled forest of pikes pointing at them. Horses just won't do it; they're not suicidal. They must have been horrendously vulnerable to artillery then. Anyway, so that's my explanation for the mystery that is the Renaissance period pike. How did they fight? They probably actually, by and large, didn't, because no one stood around to be fought by them.
Gun manager.
Right, this is another video about how I think people fought with. I was in the British Museum and I did a sort of rather informal survey of counting the number of vase paintings that I saw with spears being used by ancient Greeks on pots, underarm and the number overarm. And yeah, I admit that overarm did win out, but only very, very slightly. I think it was 52% or something of the pots were showing them used overarm. But what is a vase painting? I'll tell you what it is. It's an image created by a vase painter designed to sell the pot. That's what it is. Okay, so if you look at the composition of overarm poses like this, you see it looks quite dramatic, doesn't it? And you can get the figures quite big on the vase and stand them quite close to each other, and you get these big crossing lines of the spears. It's very dramatic, and you know, a dramatic, good-looking pot. That's what sells. You know, using vase paintings as a way of studying how people fought. It's a bit like studying modern infantry tactics by watching Rambo movies, okay? These pot paintings are designed to sell pots, not to people in modern warfare.
That's funny.
They had flying wheelchairs. They went into battle naked. In some cases, they went into battle.
It's the X-Men.
In some cases, riding into battle on dolphins. No, I'm sorry, vase painting, I take with a bit. But there are more serious looking images too. Like, take this one.
Okay, I want to look at the torch. When I do this, I must have some intensity thing on here now.
So the idea of using spears underarm clearly wasn't ridiculous to people, and when it suited the composition,
It's like 500 there. Let me try that.
like this is very often underarm usages, but when you get a couple of heroes, it looks better if you have them using the spears overarm. And actually, that's one reason that you might use a spear overarm.
So this is what it usually loads like when you're playing the real game. It's funny that it's just doing this
Does get past the end of your spear,
now.
you're alone,
Oh.
so nobody else can spear him before he gets to you. Then something you can do is shorten your spear. Now you can do that underarm, of course. It works perfectly well, but another thing.
I think it was on before I flicked it off.
And now you've got a
Oh, now the flickering's happening. The moving light.
handier when using against someone who's close to you. Although actually,
But it's not bright enough. Like it's not doing like that. I need like that.
And if I'm about to ditch my spear, which I will do if I've been caught alone, I'm planning to get my sword out, which is a much handier weapon for close combat when you're not in formation. Well, I'll want to throw my
Intensity is that high. Okay.
But that doesn't mean that people fought in formation using overarm spears. Right, I've said enough. Bye.
Alright, no, actually, like 500 was a good like off. Why no? Actually, off should be off.
Now this video is about spears. I don't actually have a spear here with me. I decided it would be a little bit dangerous to be wielding it. What I've got is an 8-foot length of doweling, but it'll do the job of illustrating playing the part of a spear. Now 8 foot is about the longest a one-handed spear can be. There were of course longer spears, but they weren't wielded in quite the way that I'm talking about. The style of spear I'm talking about is one that you could use in melee as an individual with one hand. My reenactment society many years ago did make a 9-foot spear, and nobody could wield it. and there were some guys much bigger and heftier than me in the society, and they gave it a go, and it was considered to be just unwieldy by pretty much everyone. So 8 foot seems to be about the longest that you can use in one hand, and some of these smaller now, the principal point I'm going to be arguing is that I think that most of the time spears were used under
There we go.
overarm. Now, overarm, I have the little finger of my hand closest to the enemy that I'm trying to hurt, and the back of my hand is away from my head.
Let's R interp that.
Overarm, okay? Whereas underarm is the other way around, and my little finger is further away from the enemy, and I'm using the spear like this. Now I can use the spear underarm down here or up here. This still counts as underarm, okay? Even if I believe that normally used underarm for several reasons. Now, the first is reach. Spears are good because they are long. That's their shtick. That's their unique selling point.
5 seconds, sure, why not? What am I supposed to do to just add one real quick? Alt, Control, Shift. Yeah, there you go, Shift.
Long, and that's how they are better than other weapons. So if the enemy's got those swords, and we've got spears, then we won't be able to get near it. Now if I hold the spear underarm, I can hold it with my elbow very close to the end here, like that, and that's perfectly stable in my hand. Okay? So here, I'm seeing the course, there's an awful lot of spear sticking up the front there, and I get the length of my arm as well, like that, and I get the length of my lunge. But if you have the 8-foot spear minus certain most of the cubit there, plus the length of my arm and the lunge, it's, I don't know, it's got to be at least 15-foot reach I've got with this thing. If I use it underarm. And if I use it underarm, I can poke downwards at the guy's feet, I can poke upwards at his face, and I can poke not the guy opposite me, not the guy next to him, but the guy 2 over there. Or the guy, I have to avoid seeing that, 2 away from him down the road that way. I've got a lot of choice in what I'm thrusting.
Tree fell down like in a storm like a month ago. It's funny. It's just like, that's a really weird stream ambiance. It's like a dude talking about spears and a chainsaw. It's funny. Alright, I have to do this.
Right, seriously, he'd have to be standing only about 2 paces in front. He'd have to be standing within sword reach of me, easy sword reach of me, for me to get him in the foot. And to get him in the foot, look how awkward my position is. And it's a really weak thrust as well. His foot really isn't a viable target anymore. His knee, yeah, I could get him in the knee, but it wouldn't be very easy. I could get him in the belly, I could get him from the belly upwards.
Can't make a timeline on here. I was wondering if I can
Get the guy next to him with a bit of awkwardness.
just do it on rep. Oops. If he's standing in exactly the right distance from me, I get exactly the right line of attack, then there is one very strong thrust. That's great. Promoted. Oops.
Is helping that turning motion. So if someone wants to knock aside my spear with his sword or edge of his shield or whatever, he finds it very, very easy. I would brace against my arm like this. You can knock it aside, it doesn't go anything like as far, and I can bring it straight back. It comes straight back. Another thing I can do is I can parry with this spear. if I've got it like this under it, I can parry, and not just spears across the end of me. I can rake a very large actually volume of air in front of me. I can parry enemy.
It is a 5-second timer. That might be why it's doing that. I'll try that again. Just make it a faster timeline. 5 seconds is too long in the first place. Look at the earth shine fading away. I wonder if I'll get some Harvest Moon action here. No. Not the right time.
Raking spears out of the air all the time. And it gets quite tiring, but that's what you've got to do. So I can parry, not just blows against aimed at me, but I can protect all the guys next to me if I use my spear underarm.
That's pretty cool, actually. It did take too long, but I like the feel of it. And how do I tell it? I'm gonna have to another freaking.
There were spikes on both. Okay, so I've got a spike on that end of it, and I'm a danger to the guys behind me every time the spear gets knocked. Those are some reasons why I use the spear underarm rather than over. Fighting across obstacles quite often in the reenactment society, quite often they're holding our spears up like this, and you can find that guy for quite some while. And so, you know, getting the spear high isn't particularly a problem with an underarm hold. So you can parry, you've got the reach, you're less danger to your friends, greater help to your friends. Yeah, I reckon underarm's the way to go.
I think I just want it to be on igniting, actually.
This is a follow-up to a video I made some while ago about drawing swords from the back. Now, those of you who've seen a few of my videos will probably have twigged by now that I don't actually script these things. I just turn on the camera and rant away. And very often I end up going off on a bit of a tangent. But you know, generally speaking, I get back to the point I was trying to make. Which I eventually succeeded after going off onto a bit of a tangent about ninjas. I never intended to talk about ninjas.
I've seen a lot of these before, but I'm just gonna stick to the on-topic stuff.
Yes. I was going to say a bit more about bows and how they are portrayed in films. Here are a few things they get wrong about bows in films. Thing number one, they use the word fire. In several films, I've come across this. I know for certain that Aragorn shouts "fire" in the absolutely
fire. I love it.
The orcs, they take pikes to the siege because they're just a thing for a siege, aren't they? When you get to up to a castle, you
just reverse from wherever it is.
Pike until it gives in. Anyway, that's a bit of a sideline. He shouts "fire" at all the archers. What does fire mean to an ancient archer? It means, oh, there's a fire somewhere. Oh, okay, quick, someone gets a bucket of sand. Where's the fire? Where's the fire? What's going on? Fire. No,
Oops.
Shoot or loose or release or something. But you don't mean fire. Fire. The word fire belongs to the age of firearms. They were using bows. There's no gunpowder. There's no flash in the pan. There's no detonation.
Oh.
Wrong word. Okay, so don't use the word fire.
Wait, what?
Another thing they get wrong is this really quite alarming creaking noise. The Lord of the Rings movies did this particularly, but I've seen this in loads of other movies as well. As they draw the bow, there's this really loud creak noise. If your bow makes that sound, stop using that bow, because that bow is definitely on the way out. It may break at any moment, and that will be very dangerous for you, and not at all dangerous for the enemy. So that's another thing they get wrong. Another thing they get wrong is they use, for understandable reasons, very low poundage bows. But what they're going to do is teach the actors to pretend that it's a high poundage bow. I've lost count a number of times. I've seen an actor holding the arrow on the string with his fingers either side of the arrow like that. He's drawing it like that with a bent arm and goes bing, bing, like, no, that's not going to work at all. Okay, if you've got a war bow, a bow that's going to do someone a serious amount of harm, you can't just hold the arrow either side and pinch it back. No, you've got to get round that string somehow, either with your fingers or if you're using a thumb ring, you've got a ring with a little hook on it on your thumb. You've got to get round that string somehow and draw the bow back. And your front arm upwards or downwards and bend it into place using the muscles largely on your back. It's quite a different movement, quite a different stance from that you see in the films. So that's another bugbear of mine.
Oh, you did it wrong.
What else?
That's scary, dude. Did you not have your eye protection on?
What's another thing?
Did you not protect your eyes?
Oh yes, I remember now.
Oh, I think it worked.
Now, filmmakers are very used to making films with guns. I point a gun at you. Yeah, you see, I'm pointing a gun at you. There's tension in this scene. And a character can be pointing a gun at another character for quite a long time and having a conversation.
Wow, this is awesome.
Will he shoot? Will he not shoot? What's he going to do? Will the other guy make a break for it? What's going to happen? Da, 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 da. You can do that with a gun. So they try and do it with bows, but it doesn't work with a bow. Again, with a proper bow that's actually got a hefty bit of poundage to it, you...
I think the harvest moon is coming at sunrise or something.
Be holding it for long because
I'm not sure.
you're going to be jumping all over the place and you're not going to hit a thing.
No, it's late night. It should be harvest moon. We're probably in the wrong season.
Later, possibly. So, as a commander,
I think it would have been earlier, like a few days ago in game.
hold them there, tremendous tension,
Anyway, I think that's working.
and then shout loose. No, there's not going
I
to
think it needs to be brighter
the release.
than the, or maybe have a wider range than the torch.
Films,
The torch might be too bright.
they one side will all draw their bows and then hold their bows for no reason whatsoever. The enemy might not and eventually the filmmaker, oh, it's going to build up tension. Yeah, right. I'm sorry, I've ranted enough for now.
Oh, I have to fix that. Water bottles in ancient what? Battle axes were small.
This is a short video following on from the one I made about double-bitted axes, and it's about battle axes, and there's one point, and that is battle axes were small. They were very small, and with good reason, because what they were designed for was killing people, not chopping down mighty oaks. No, just killing people.
Let's try 750. Oh wait, no, intensity is like way worse. That's right. Let me leave it at 500. I think this is what I need to mess with. No, so I will make it wider radius. Wait.
You need to be able to fight. You need to be able to move from one place to another quickly. You might parry with the axe, by and large.
Okay, it wasn't 20,000. Just checking. That's a reasonable measurement. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. It's kind of far though, as you remember. 1,000 was really far for the zoom radius and stuff.
And you see they've got some felling axes there. I don't mean little hatchets. I mean felling axes. See if you can pick one up. Hold it by the end of the handle.
Should I make it brighter at the source?
Pull it out in front of you.
It's pretty freaking bright.
And hold it there for a bit, and then look at the size of the axe head. Compare it in your mind with the axe heads that you see in fantasy films and so forth, which are immensely big. As your hand starts to shake, start to think, would I really want to fight with an axe even this heavy, let alone one any heavier?
Still getting firelight from it, flickering and everything.
Axe head. And sure enough, battle axes are small. Here are some photographs I took in some museums. There's a Bronze Age sword there. You know how big a sword is. That's a reasonably large, full-size sword. And look, Bronze
It's
Age
lighting up
battle axe
the
head.
boat.
Here's a Dark Age sword. Again, it's a Viking-style thing. This is from a museum in Copenhagen. And look, battle axe head. It's giddy. Now, you may say, yes, well, of course, the double-handed axes, they were much bigger. Yeah, they were bigger. The fearsome Danish axe as used by the Vikings.
Reflections? Is that what that is?
Bigger. But here's some photographs again.
It's interesting.
Museums. And look, these are the actual things. They're very, very thin. Very thin. Okay? Which makes them very, very light. These are not felling axes. Not for felling trees, anyway. These are for felling people. So there's battle axe headings. These are the actual, okay, which makes them very, very light. These are not felling axes. Not for felling trees, anyway. These are for felling people. So there you go. Battle axe heads are small.
Lots of stuff about slings. I want axes. Double bitted axes. Bitted?
I hope you don't mind if if I rant at you for a bit about double-bitted axes. Now, double-bitted axes, they're the ones that sort of this shape, you know, with a big sharp blade on this side and another big sharp blade on this side with the haft in the middle. Well, nobody actually used them in battle, and yet in fantasy films,
I have that in the game.
and other depictions, we see mighty warriors with these double-bitted axes, laying into each other. No, they didn't. Not in the actual past. Now, yes, double-bitted axes did exist. There were, for instance, some for felling trees. Now, doesn't matter if you have a very, very heavy head. In fact, in some ways, that's an advantage. You want the gravity to do the work for you. It falls and hits the log, and if that side of the axe gets blunt, well, you can turn it round and use the other side. Fine. There were felling axes which were double-bitted. Yes, there were. And there were also ceremonial axes. Some of them are gargantuan and far too heavy to use in battle. Some of them are made of gold. And many of them are very, very thin sheet metal, which would just crumple if you ever actually hit anything with them.
It's interesting.
So yes, there are ceremonial ones, and there are battle axes, double-bitted. No, there aren't any. And there
It's just for scale.
There are almost no depictions of any real ancient sources of people using them in battle. The only ones I know of are Hittite gods, and there's a special god.
Forge. What can I do with a forge?
Humans, no. And why would you have a double-bitted axe in battle? Because what it does is make the head a heck of a lot heavier.
Can make it rotate? No, that would be too complicated with just a static mesh. I just break it apart in Blender. I don't really know. This is like a forge, like for freaking what? This is weird. I'm not putting this in for now. Foundation.
Heavyweight already on the end of a stick. It's actually quite awkward and unwieldy. You don't need to make it any more awkward and unwieldy. If you take a swing with a massively heavy axe and miss, you're not going to get a second chance. Right? It will take you so long to come back for another swing that the guy will have run away or chopped your arms off or something before you get another chance. So, no, double-bitted axes were not used in battle. So why do people put them in fantasy settings? Because they look good? Yeah, they look really cool. No, they don't. Think about it from the it's stupid.
And now, the man for whom a double-bitted axe is insufficiently over the top, we bring you the Conan triple-bitted axe for the man who knows no fear and has no sense of the ridiculous.
Love it. Here's something to learn about throwing axes. They bounce. This is probably why Guild Wars 2 has that throwing axe bounce skill.
Throwing axe, or at least axe that it is thought was a throwing axe, called a Francisca.
Whoa.
Now the Franks have this as their tribal named after them, and it's got quite a distinctive, unusual shape. It's got this sort of swirly S-bend shape that comes up to a point, and a lot of people looked at that and thought, I think it was probably a throwing axe. And while I used to think, yeah, you could throw it, I could see how from the shape you might think that's for the point to end up going into the target, I really wasn't convinced. Our principal argument against this being principally a throwing axe is that javelins just seem so much better. I mean, you can carry a great bundle of javelins, whereas carrying a great bundling of axes to throw would be very, very awkward and heavy. You can throw javelins further, probably, and
YouTube.
More accurately and faster, and they always land point first, and I don't think you need any more reasons. There you go. For those sort of reasons, I thought that, yes, whereas you might perhaps throw a Francisca after using it in melee, or if you had some other thing to fight with, but more of a last resort, a secondary use for it perhaps. But that was before my reenactment society made some Franciscas, and then I started throwing them around. We made 3. I distinctly remember we made 3 because I juggled with them, and you can throw them a fair distance, a worthwhile distance, but not really very far. You can definitely throw a javelin significantly further and faster. So if someone threw a Francisca at you and you were watching them, you'd see it coming and you'd have plenty of time to dodge. But if you threw a javelin at me,
I think Twitch has a faster response time. Like, you can hear me reply to you immediately, but YouTube has like the commands for GIFs and stuff. So
the one major characteristic that I discovered about them when we made some full-size, full-weight, based on archaeological finds and chucked them, they bounce. And not just a little bit, they bounce a lot.
it's funny, the foundation piece here is wider.
I've seen on many occasions one hit the ground and bounce considerably higher than a man, and in a completely unpredictable direction. So if someone's
12.
Francisco at you and you just let it go past, you may find, oh, you get hit from behind with it. Probably not point first, probably not actually going to kill you or even wound you significantly, but be very off-putting. Now, I doubt they were used much in dueling, but think of it in a battle. Think of a battle weapon. Think of many hundreds or thousands of Franks charging at you, and then from, I don't know, 30 yards or so, they all chuck Franciscus into your formation. Well, there could be havoc. You know, if one hits your shield, it's likely to then bounce off the shield and go anywhere. If one lands on the ground, it's to be bouncing, hitting you in the legs, hitting the guy behind you, ricocheting off him, hitting you in the back of the head. The haft. Now, I went on the internet to find some pictures of Franciscus. I'm afraid I don't have one to show you. I don't own the Francisca.
All right. It doesn't. I don't have the commands listed anywhere. Every now and then I do.
All our reconstructed ones had
This is a good one.
and when you hold an S-shaped haft on an axe, it feels right. And I suspect that this S shape as well would probably increase the springy bounce.
I have Excalibur. I forgot about that one.
So if they had they would have had wooden hafts. I'm reasonably convinced they would have been S-shaped, with just a gentle S shape. On a modern felling axe, you'll see that there is a slight S shape to the haft. So just exaggerate that. Anyway, so these things bounce all over the place, and perhaps that's what gave them their power. Perhaps that's why the Franks actually kept using them, because otherwise.
Oh, now it's going to take an hour to compile the controller. It loads the map instantly. I don't know why it suddenly is acting like the map is in the cache. What I did to cause that, but we can listen to Lindy.
And I think that en masse, Franciscus could probably do quite a lot of disruptive damage to a formation just by this randomness. A bit like a pilum is thrown at close range, and that's largely to deprive the enemy of the full use of the shield. Similarly, I think the Francisca might be thrown at close range to deprive the enemy of the full use of this formation.
Throwing knives.
Got a point to make about throwing knives. Now, throwing knives are quite often portrayed in films because filmmakers at some point in the past decided that throwing knives were cool. And a lot of people, usually villains, but occasionally a hero, would chuck knives at each other. I've seen Bond movies and fantasy movies, even sci-fi movies, where throwing knives are the way forward. No, oddly enough, troops were never sent into battle with throwing knives, and I don't think assassins either in the days of yore ever used throwing knives, because it wouldn't work very well, would it? Okay, you got a knife, and you throw it. Now,
Usually when I mute the microphone it's because I'm coughing.
Unless you got two knives, in which case, if you throw that now, you have a knife, but you could just throw stones. You could throw a whopping great big stone, which is very cheap, because whatever you throw, you probably not see again. A really hefty stone can do a lot of damage, and it's very off-putting if you chuck it at someone. It will force them to duck or dodge or whatever. It's a shuriken means throwing sword, throwing blade. It's anything sharp you can chuck if you're a ninja is a shuriken. You stand almost no chance.
Taste that? Tastes like strawberries.
What do you think about it? What could it do? If you embed
Fucking hell.
one in a thousand
Should I close the project so that it compiles faster and loads the map slower?
Yeah, that's possible, but
It's so weird.
if it hits you in the rib cage, can you imagine? You're not going to throw a throwing knife or a shuriken through
Like,
someone's ribs into their heart.
what did that?
Not
Editing
humanly strong.
the items or something?
Throwing knives, of course, they've got to end up point first. If they hit hilt first, then it's a bit like being hit with a stone, only more expensive. But in films, if someone throws a knife at me, really there are only two things that might happen. The first one is that it hits me, in which case I go, and I'm dead instantly. I don't know exactly what it is I die of, surprise or something.
Sorry.
The other possibility is that it misses me, in which case, if this were a film, you know what would happen? It would go and stick in this picture here, wouldn't it? First. Or,
Okay,
have you ever
no joke, I seen this IRL.
seen a film where the throwing knife goes past the guy, then hits the
It's
wall
scary as fuck,
point
too.
first and goes clang, clatter, clatter. No, I mean partly it's for safety reasons. If you've got a knife bouncing off the wall. It could sort of go anywhere.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when
I think it's actually not beyond the wit of man to make a film in which
didn't
a knife does something.
lose my shit on the person that did that, but throwing a knife at a wall,
And I'm quite close to the wall.
pretty crazy.
Then presumably, if it had hit me, it wouldn't have been point first. So if it doesn't hit you point first, you go, ah, ow! Who throws a knife? If it had hit you point first, it'd be, oh, ow, I'm bleeding, but not dead.
This is nice to see the game load quickly, like bam, instantly. Very cool. Join us on Discord if you want. I post any updates, and a lot of people just kind of shoot the shit in there as well. Wonder what happens if I just build a stairs here.
Historically, of course, it is all over the place. They get things spectacularly wrong. They're having attacking York, for instance. I'm not sure if he got within 100 miles of York. Not only did he attack York in the film, but he actually takes York. He did attack Newcastle, which is where I am now, but rather significantly, I think he failed to take Newcastle, but a lot of his men got captured in the attempt. He did attack Carlisle quite successfully, and he slaughtered all the nuns in Carlisle Abbey. They didn't put that in.
What the hell is he doing out here? Oh my god. Chainmail. 2, 3 backwards? What the hell? Chainmail. I guess I'll go in reverse.
Some points about chainmail. I suppose I should start off by
Here you go, the moonlight. Now you see some moonlight. See, it's a bit lighter. Okay. Check out my diving animation. Now I have to fucking climb back up. I don't have a torch. It is very dark. It is very freaking dark.
But today, I think it's probably useful to be able to distinguish between all sorts of different kinds of armor. So I say chainmail.
Because the moon went down.
But I know that there are some people out there who will go, oh no, you should really call it mail.
Maybe I can give the stars some emissive quality.
Yes, well done, everyone. Now then, my first point is that it's actually rather nice stuff. I've got a little patch of it here, and it's really good to fiddle with. It's much better than Greek worry beads. It's like a blob of solid mercury in your hand.
So
The next point is that it has a sort of grain to it, a sort of direction to it. Now, can you see how it looks different if I hold it that way from if I hold it that way? The pattern, see, the pattern is not symmetrical. And there's a major consequence to this, because if I hold it out like that, you can see that at the bottom it looked quite dense, and at the top it looks much more open, whereas if I turn it through 90 degrees, now it hangs open the whole way. So that's a consequence of the fact that the pattern is not symmetrical. So it has, if you like, a grain to it. And the grain, the correct direction of the grain...
So here's moonlight. You see, it's actually, you get some illumination at night. But if the moon sets, so you got some moonlight up there for a while. So that's the nighttime ambient lighting. But depending on the time of the year, you might not get as much moonlight, or the time of the month. So, not like that, but you know what I mean. Depending on the phase of the moon.
This is 6 mil diameter male.
When the moon sets, obviously the moon doesn't set that fast in real life, so you don't see the transition. I am. Yes.
In fact, yes, as you probably guessed, I am wearing mail at the moment. I said mail there, chainmail, you know, this stuff. This is a Bernie, which is, if you like, a t-shirt, and it's tailored. It's based on the A2 shirt from the Wallace collection, and I'm a very lucky bunny. I once actually got to go into the Wallace collection, and with special gloves on, I got to handle it and inspect it. And it's tailored with contractions. There are almost like putting in darts, if you like, in a material. There are contractions here and on the shoulder blades down the back, and there are expansions in the skirt below my waist, which you can't see because I haven't framed for it. Armpits. Now, if you go to a lot of reenactment events, you'll notice that a lot of people, it's almost as though they have phenomenally corrosive sweat or something. They have no armpits on their chainmail shirts.
It's awesome. I'm glad that some people are finding it from there. Atomic Films was pretty chill. Dude stopped in here himself, just finding... He just like came in here one day and was like talking and stuff. I think he came in here a few times.
One of whom told me this anecdote about his father, who was patrolling with the British Army in Lebanon in the 1970s, when his platoon was set upon by 3 guys with, not sabres, with scimitars, which are similar to sabres. And he had an interesting tale to tell about how they used their scimitars. And it could be that scimitars were used this way throughout most of history. They didn't hang back and take dirty great slashes at the soldiers with their swords like this. No, instead, they held their scimitars very close to their bodies and made use of the fact that most of the back of the scimitar is blood. They could actually press against it and keep the sword very, very close to them like this. Now, these guys burst out of a crowd, and the British soldiers had the old FN, the Belgian FN rifle, a big sort of long self-loading rifle. Very powerful, very accurate, very popular, therefore they replaced it with the SA-80. But it's quite a long rifle, and
This is really interesting.
if you're right next to someone with one of these, you can be slicing at them, whoosh, and then maybe making short thrusts, and doing them all sorts of mischief. And if they've got a long rifle, they actually can't step back far enough to get a shot in. And it seems that these three guys took on a platoon, and they wounded 17 members of the platoon before anyone was able to get back and get a shot in. Admittedly, part of the reason that it was difficult to get a shot in was that an FN rifle will go through someone and then through a few other people because it's very powerful. And these guys burst out of the crowd and they were in amongst the soldiers. So it's very difficult for the soldiers to get off the shot that was going to kill one of the scimitar wielders and not anyone else. But even so, 17 before they got down. Really impressive. And given that curved blades are actually quite awkward things to wield like this, particularly if you want to use them for parrying as well as attacking, I found that quite convincing. That maybe that is the way you use a scimitar. You get in like that.
Thanks for the subscribe, yo, on Twitch. Cheddar. You're gonna see a nice little smoking hobbit pop up. Oh no, it's smoking Gandalf. That's cool. That's cool, I guess. I like the smoking hobbit one more. That's from YouTube. So I guess I prefer people to... Why don't you go on YouTube and subscribe on YouTube so we get the other GIF too? So now he's got sabers.
Now, when I was little Kidlington, I used to see plastic toy figures or pictures in art galleries of guys pointing the swords at the sabers like this. You see, with the curve going downwards. Charge! Instead of, to my childish mind, I thought this would be the correct way. Instead of like that, with it curving upwards, you see, charge! That looks much more better. Much more better? That looks better. Macho, isn't it? Charge! And now that I've actually got myself a real saber, I very rapidly, on swinging it around and playing with it, which, you know, when you do, it's a toy, discovered that, I discovered why that's so. Now, from where I'm standing, I can't actually see your wrists, but I suspect that they're like mine. If I bend my wrist like that, so I'm forwards, curving upwards, that's the limit of how far I can bend my wrist. Okay?
Alright, now donate $10 so we see the other one now. Somebody actually donated $10 once, and I got to see that GIF. That was like really recently, so I was like, what? You know?
As far as it can go, and frankly, I think it wouldn't just do your wrist in. I think you could actually break your wrist doing that. Whereas if you hold it that way around, now you see I've got all this leeway to take up the slack. So as my horse is bouncing around, I can actually use my muscles and the strength of the wrist. My wrist is now fairly straight, you'll see, and everything's fine. Okay, granted I might stab my horse in the eye, but yeah, it's a small price to pay for saving my wrist. So that's why guys don't go charge, they go charge like that, because then they don't.
Nice username.
Understand?
I just
Bye.
noticed it. Bye. Random sign off.
Hello everyone on YouTube, it's me again. I've got another point to make about sabers. Now, the saber...
Let's add a few models before I compile again.
Makes a saber a saber. And whereas a straight blade is quite handy for fencing with, I can tell you now that this is really awkward in your hand. It's quite heavy and it feels really unbalanced and awkward to fence with. I really wouldn't want to fence with this if my life depended on it. And that is because, this is my belief, this is an opinion, you know, I could be wrong. YouTube, it turns out, is fallible. I know, it's extraordinary, but apparently it's so. What you do,
uh-oh.
you along, and then
Oh shit.
and then you keep going. You don't stop on your horse and fencing. Ting, 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 I know.
That's a different. Was that Ganja Man? Or was that
Swipe at him and
said
hit,
Cheddar?
and he's ready for a return shot.
Thank you,
By the time he gets his return shot in,
Yasser.
30 yards past him.
I'll tell you call you Yasser because I saw your notification.
It might even be that they're deliberately designed to be awkward to discourage you from trying to stop and fence with your opponents. And it encourages you to just go whoosh and keep going on your horse. But there's a nasty little thing I've noticed that you can do quite effectively with this. Now, it's
I'm gonna say I currently have 150% of the profits that I did from last week. Yeah.
As I'm stabbing at you,
I wasn't totally sure if it was you because I see a cheddar here and I just remembered seeing the ganja one there and I wasn't. It's just, you know, I'm thinking about this stuff, so I was keeping track of which the names. So that's easy. That kind of all flows together. Cheddar, Yasser,
but if I thrust like this, you
ganja. They all have similar words there.
or I could twist that way. So, if you're going to parry, let's say this way, because you think I'm going to go around that side. So
Okay, so I'm not. I did. Oh, I hit compile. No, at least I was distracted for like half of it, maybe a quarter.
the saber
Let's listen to what this guy actually has to say about it.
about there to about there on the back, which is enough. Turn shot in, you're 30 yards past him on your horse. So that's why I think these things feel so awkward. It might even be that they're deliberately designed to be awkward to discourage you from trying to stop and fence with your opponents. And it encourages you to just go whoosh and keep going on your horse. But there's a nasty little thing I've noticed that you can do quite effectively with this. Now, it's sharp from about there to about there on the back, which is enough to allow you to stab with it very effectively. Now, as I'm stabbing at you, I can stab straight forwards like that. And you, perhaps with your sword, you've been taught in your fencing schools to parry like that, with nice, neat little parries, the minimum amount of movement they've taught you in the schools. Well, that works fine for a straight sword, but if I thrust like this, you don't know which way I'm going to twist. I could twist that way, or I could twist that way. So,
Ooh.
if you're going to parry, let's say this way, because you think I'm going to go around that side, so you start parrying that way, and as I thrust forward, I turn the saber, and even though you've carried me this way, I've still got your sunshine.
So I'm trying to think of something interesting for like Dark Age reenactment with commentary. That sounds really cool, actually. I'm trying to think of like some feature for every weapon, so it's not just like a statistical difference, but like it just behaves different in some
I've
way.
been asked to talk to you about Dark Age reenactment. Here you see a group of people dressed in early medieval costume, and they're using full-size, full-weight iron weapons. They're blunt, but otherwise they're the real thing. But these people know how to use them, and nobody gets hurt in what you're about to see. Notice that every man holds his spear underarm. One excellent reason for this is you get much greater reach. If you were to hold your spear's overarm in the middle, you'd halve your reach and you'd be slaughtered. Another thing is that you can parry quite effectively with a spear held underarm. And each of these people is not just parrying blows aimed at himself, but also he's covering the people either side of him with parries. In the foreground you can see someone using a spear double-handed. If you have no shield, you will always use your spear double-handed, unless perhaps you only have one arm or you're an imbecile. Oh, that was quite a good hit there. And we've got another one coming up in a moment. Now then, let's just stop the action and have a look at this guy in the brown coming forwards. Yes, he's checking ahead of him, but he's actually looking for a target to his left. And the opportunity presents itself in a moment. He sees it, pop, and there you go. Good hit in the arm there. The guy drops his shield. That is the man who spears you. Not the man opposite you. No, he's easy to parry. But the guy you're not looking at, off to one side of you, he gets you. Things are looking pretty grim for the people on the right now. You can see one running off in the background, but by and large, because partly they're doing it for fun, they fight to the last, and the losing side suffers 100% casualties, and the winning side, really not very many. Here we have another fight over the same ground. You'll see these people are not fighting tightly packed shoulder to shoulder, but they've got a bit of distance between them. You don't want to hamper the guy either side of you from fighting, using his weapons properly, and you've also got to cover the frontage. You don't want to be enveloped and outflanked by people who are happy to be a little bit fit.
So I'm camping in Sweden, and I've encountered a chap with a very unusual looking sword here, and possibly he'd like to tell us what it is and a bit about it.
This here is a so-called fechterschwert, or a fencing sword, dating from the Renaissance. It's made after an original, actually 3 of them, situated in the Museum of Basel in, I think it is, in Switzerland. This model was very typical in the southern Germany, and it was actually used for training. Some even say they were sharpened at once and used as a bayonet. I can't really say it's not used on the battlefield, but it's definitely a training weapon, because there are pictures and
They overlap quite nicely.
These sort of
I gotta see what's up with my first-person camera.
You had no intention of using.
Because you might just not want to kill anyone while using it. So this
All
is
right.
actually
A sword for pacifists.
yes, and this is actually a hobby sword. In the beginning of the Renaissance, the longsword became a little obsolete on the battlefield, and that was mainly because the pikemen took over the role. So people had long pikes, and everybody knows that
Yeah.
the longest stick wins. And if your pike breaks, then you take up the so-called crossbow, which is a shorter sword, and you thrash around with that one. So this one became slightly obsolete. But if you want to be called a fencing master in a mercenary army and get double paid,
Yeah.
you need to be a fencing master, and you need to fence with a sword. And this, if you had the time and money, you could actually go to a fencing master and ask him if he would like to educate you. Therefore, in the southern German cities, you had actually training halls. Where
Alright, I can't follow this guy. I want Lindy Beige. Let's see. Some short weapons. And double-handed swords, yes.
One of the most important aspects of a medieval weapon or an ancient weapon is its length. There is an appropriate length for dealing with foes at various distances, and there is a type of weapon carried by horsemen, maces and axes and so forth, that's actually quite short. You see, you've got your lance, which is your long-range thing for dealing with him as he's coming towards you, or dealing with the footman who might outreach completely. And then, if you want to make some sort of passing attack or hack down at a man on the ground, then you want quite a long weapon, so that you could reach down and perhaps attack someone on his horse before he can get you. But what if a horseman pulls up alongside you? So then, if you've got a long weapon, something like this is just a stick, don't worry. Then if he's right alongside you, perhaps he's grabbed hold of you and he's pulling you off your horse, then this is actually too long an implement. What do you want is something shorter, something more like this. This is a horseman's axe, and there are horseman's maces. They generally are axes and maces, something with a heavy head, so that if someone has pulled right up alongside you and has perhaps grabbed you and threatening to pull you out of the saddle, maybe he's grabbed your reins or whatever, you don't want a long weapon, you want something short and just this, and don't do it again. You see? So they would carry these, and they would have to have them somewhere where they could grab them pretty quickly. So it's a shortish, swinging weapon for use against other horsemen at very close range. This is so short that if a footman got down low and ducked, I'd have a lot of trouble reaching him with it. It's not what I would choose to use against a footman, although, you know, it could work if he doesn't get out of the way.
This? Oh, right. Well, this is a recent eBay purchase of mine. I'm keen to collect mobile eBay
Okay, let's
clothing
add some more
and,
things
accessories.
before compiling that again. Nation
Rather
4.
pretty. It's got
1 by
you know,
4.
decoration that seems in style reasonably authentic. And it was cheap. It was on eBay, and I wasn't expecting it to be genuinely ancient, although it described itself as an antique. That's the yeah, right. It'll be some sort of a comparatively modern parade piece, perhaps made during the gunpowder era. After these things,
Yeah, it's 1 by 4.
obsolete, but people still wanted them for, you know, for the status. But now that it's arrived, I realise that this is very modern, possibly even 21st century.
You have to make these
I was
bigger.
alarmed by the change in the colour of the metal at the join between the blade and this square bit, which made me think that possibly it's not actually forged from a single lump. This handle feels suspiciously light, as though it's hollow, but here's the clincher. Watch this. Yeah, that's right. The top spike actually unscrews with what looks like a 20th century screw. So it's a bit of, I don't know, it is tourist tat. It's superior tourist tat, but yeah, it's tourist tat. So there you go. Buyer beware. Should I send it back? I don't know. The amount of work to produce the decoration on the blade and the handle is so great, and what we find cheap to do today, to make the actual shape of the thing, that's quick and easy for us to do today with modern machinery. So you would expect something so lavishly decorated to at least fundamentally have a sound core, because, well, you know, that's the easy bit. But there you go. It seems that what you pay for Indian labour enables you to come up with really lavish decoration on top of a bit of tat. Hey ho!
Cavedemptor. Okay, double-handed swords.
I've had a lot of inquiries from viewers, and thank you, by the way, for people who write in asking me questions and so forth. It's very encouraging. About double-handed swords and how they might be. I've got a couple of points to make about double-handed swords. Some people have asked about the scabbards and how they could have a quick draw scabbard for a double-handed sword. Well, the double-handed sword is a battlefield weapon. Yes, there were scabbards for carrying them around, which could be put on your back, but they weren't for quick draw. They were just for the convenience when you're carrying the thing. Otherwise, you could carry it just over your shoulder like a big spear. They didn't bother with a quick draw scabbard for double-handed swords in much the same way that in World War II, the American Army didn't bother developing a quick draw holster for its bazooka. You see, GIs weren't in the habit of leaping out in front of a German tank and saying, "Okay, Tiger, draw." When you're going into battle, you get your weapon ready. They're not personal defense weapons. You might need a quick draw for it if you're suddenly assaulted in a tavern by a drunkard or something. Now, how are they used? Well,
Oh, I just hit compile.
we don't really know, but it is believed that they were used largely for hacking their way into pike formations. And the way you would do it was you would build up a fair bit of speed using
Upon reflection, perhaps this is really 3 points.
like this. So you've got a very long sword, and you build speed like this, and then you advance into the pikes. You'll notice that as those pikes come at you, you're not fencing with them, you're not individually reacting to what individual pikes are doing. You've got a load of pikes in front of you. In a dense formation, there could be 1, 2, 3 at least rows of pikes deep, and a few, you might be, an individual man might be threatened by 6, 9, 12 pikes, something like that.
Jesus.
He's not fencing against each one. Instead, he's just knocking them aside in general in order to get in there, and he wouldn't hang about. He'd want to get in as fast as he can, but then you're in amongst the enemy, all going well. So then what do? You've got this huge, really awkward sword. Well, one thing you can do is ditch it and grab a little handy hatchet and start laying about you. Of course, another thing that can happen is that by getting into the opposition formation, you panic the opposition and they run away. That would be good. What if the opposition doesn't and you still want to hang on to your sword? Well, what you can do is you can shorten your sword. You can hold it above the lower large quillons and then just below the other set of quillons. This is something that they get wrong in a lot of books and occasionally films. They will picture a double-headed sword as being sharp all the way up. But in fact, the section between the big quillons and the second set of quillons was blunt. That second set of quillons, that's what it is. They're little. It's another cross guard. It's for protecting your
It's on the models in this game,
actually a spiky weapon thing for killing
which is
people.
cool.
It's for protecting your hand when you're holding it. So that center section of the blade is blunt and sometimes was bound even with leather to make it more handy to grip. So then you would hold it and use the sword like a short spear. So it's a way of using it when you're
I'm gonna put that in the game too.
awkward space.
100%.
An enemy pike formation. So there you go.
I have it on my notes.
About double-headed swords. Hello. These are the greaves I made in my school metal workshop when I was 17.
Okay. Let's see. Bronze Age rapiers? Still compiling.
Right, now you're probably familiar with this sort of rapier, and when someone uses the word rapier, you probably think of one of these things. This is the late form of rapier, and these were used for about 100 years. But there's a much earlier form of rapier, which is one of these. Now, archaeologists have given it the term rapier because they wanted to distinguish it from a dagger, and they wanted to distinguish it from a sword, and they thought, well, we'll call
Sort
it
of
rapier.
looks like the
You'll notice that it starts
dirk, the Highland dirk.
gets narrow quite quickly, and then it's got a long, thin blade. Long and thin, but not anything like as long and thin as the later form of rapier. This is a Bronze Age.
How
No.
cool are the docks from Princeton Eye Group?
So cool. I love the Princeton Eye dock. Oh, whoa. Okay. We're good.
Medieval knight's sword
Alright, this is done.
is not a main battle weapon. You go in with spears, lances, halberds, things like that to kill the opposition, and when things go wrong you may need a personal defense weapon, and you may find yourself drawing this, which is also your badge of rank because you have to be a noble to be allowed to carry one of these. The knight's sword was useful for dueling, but in battles it's not your first choice of weapon. You would use something else. But when you did use it, you use it much like a wrestler. This is a crowbar.
Oops.
This is a lever.
Damn it.
A lot of treatises tell us this. They show us techniques for how these were used. There's something called half-swording, for instance, when you put your own hand on your own blade, and yes, you can grab a sharp blade. If you grab it reasonably firmly and don't slide your hand up and down, because it's the sliding that cuts you, as long as your hand doesn't move on the blade, you can actually grab a blade, including your opponent's blade, of course, without doing your hand very much damage. In fact, I've seen Mike Loads do his party piece, which he gets a very sharp sword and goes along the front row of an audience, and he says, "You, sir, will you hold on to the end of that sword as hard as you can, okay?" And, sorry, he does it this way around. He said, "You, sir, will you hold on to the handle end?" And he just carries on holding the blade. And then he says to the man, "Okay, pull it out of my hand." And as far as I know, he's still got all his fingers. So you can half sword, you can grab your own blade and then use this as a lever. There are lots of wrestling techniques where the quillons get caught on someone's wrist or over their shoulder or somewhere, and then you lever them to the ground using this.
Check that out.
Dirty, great crowbar. If you want to hit someone to death, you use an axe, you use a mace, you use something else. If he's in armor, you're not going to do a huge amount of damage usually by hitting him with one of these, but you can get right up to him and you can lever him to the ground if you've got good technique with one of these. And once you've got an armored man on the ground, then you can either stab him through the eye slit with your dagger, or a friend of yours could come along with a halberd or something else and he can bash him for you. The knight's sword. Badge of rank, dirty great lever. In a lot of old fencing manuals and martial arts books on how to punch people very hard, you'll see a lot of rather unconvincing, rather exotic poses that look a bit poncy, and you think, is that real? Would anyone actually do that? There's one in a lot of the German fencing manuals from the late medieval period called Ox, where you stand like this, you see, and you might think, yeah, right, yeah, would you really? Well, having tried this out against lots of people, you see, and you might think, yeah, right, yeah, would you really? Well, having tried this out against lots of people, I would say that I'm not the greatest fan of this position. If you stay
Oh, I still have to fix that.
you can be caught out. It's not a good position for launching an attack, and it does invite someone to knock sideways the end of your sword.
I think the light is inside there too.
You should ever stand in that position for any length of time. Indeed, though people will tell you, don't stand in a position like that for any length of time, because you are offering an opportunity to your opponent. However, Ox can counter lots of other things. If someone's thrown a combination of blows against me, and I've got contact, I've got my sword against his, and he starts coming over the top, I can throw up.
Let me fix that fire pit thing.
It's a good counter to a lot of attacks coming in. And I can also cut you from here. I can cut you like that. If I cut you that way and fail to get through your defense, I can immediately cut you the other side. And that's quite a hard and fast cut. And if I just tip that cut forwards, can you see that this circle I'm describing now sweeps the volume of air?
Alright, skip the veggies for now. A glass
Whatever blow
and a gourd.
if I can make this entire circle before that
Might as well make glass items. It's more like a cup.
So from here, you can do quite a lot of practical things. However, I do so often notice with martial arts of all sorts that you have these beautiful positions. Well, you can decide whether this is beautiful or not, and they sort of go out the window as soon as you have a bout where the two people are trying to beat each other. You'll notice, for instance, that there are karate people who will practice punching like this, and then as soon as they're sparring against an opponent, suddenly they turn into boxers again, and all that karate goes apparently out of the window. And when I watch bouts between people using these weapons, they've spent ages practicing all their drills and moves from the manuals, and then most of it seems to go out of the window as soon as the practical situation of having to hit someone without yourself being hit turns about. And watching Olympic fencing, for instance, you'll notice that they don't really stick to the classical manuals that much. But that doesn't mean that the classical manuals are useless. You try out this stuff, you get it to work, you understand it. Once you've learned the rule book, then you're in a much better position to throw it away. I've got myself a rondel.
Nice.
Style of late medieval dagger, and
This is in the game. I have a rondel, and I've renamed it because I'm trying not to use French in my game. It's a rondel.
Rondel, I imagine you might be crying at this point. Well, one thing about them is that they all have a long, thin, very wickedly pointed, stabby blade. I say wickedly pointed. This one is actually blunt because it's designed for fencing against actual people I don't want to kill. But the real things came to a wicked point. They have quite a variety of cross sections, however. Some of them were blunt on one side and sharp on the other. Sometimes they were cruciform or diamond in section. Diamond, I think, is the most common. But we don't actually have vast numbers of surviving examples of this knife, and much of the evidence we have for them comes from pictures and particularly effigies of knights on tombs carved in stone. Most of the evidence, as far as I know, for their scabbards and fittings comes from tombs. The rondel tends to have two round parts to the guard, the pommel and the front guard. Now in this case you can see that the guard is considerably bigger than the pommel, but sometimes it's the other way around, or sometimes they're the same size, and they're not always so big or so round. This one, as you can see, is wavy. I got it because I just thought that, it was a slightly more interesting shape than round. Although I have noticed that if you if you're in a fight, the blade of an attacker does inevitably end up in the trough between two of the waves. So this gives me a very, very tiny amount of greater control when I'm pushing the blade away. But the difference is very slight. I mean, if it was significant, if it gave you a significant advantage, then presumably they would all have them, and by and large they don't. I think it's largely decorative. Another thing that is common to pretty much all of them is this flat pommel, which you'll notice is not weighted. It's quite small and flat. It's not a counterweight. It is just a plate for hammering the thing home. Now, my conjecture is that these are designed specifically for dealing with foes in armor. They are late medieval, so they are for dealing in a battle situation with guys wearing a lot of armor. Now, the standard way that you fight with a dagger, at least as I understand it, is that you cut in defense. Oh yeah, come near me and I'll cut you. And then you stab very quickly in attack, because a stab will finish someone off very, very quickly and efficiently. And then you can go on to the next opponent. But if my opponent's wearing a full suit of armor, then if I threaten to cut him as he comes in at me, he's not going to be too impressed, because, well, I can't cut through armor with a cut from a knife like this. So maybe these are principally for getting really up close and stabbing really, really hard. They're often shown being held this way round rather than this way round. And a reason for that is that if my opponent is in armor, I'm going to want to get very close to him, get a grip, put this somewhere vital, and then punch it home. And that's where this flat plate on the back comes into its own, because then I can really ram it home and through some weak point, groin or armpit or eye slit or something like that, finish the job. So they'll be quite brutal, quite close and quite nasty. And I think that's what these were for. They are sometimes shown being worn by civilians, but that doesn't really mean all that much. People often will flank around with something to look cool. By and large, this is a soldier's tool, and it's, like I say, stabby and nasty.
It's also, there's the mercy strike, which is a French word, and it's the same idea. It's meant for that, but maybe a round dagger can have a bonus with a hammer too. You literally hammer in. Oh my god, it's fucked up. Okay, I'm not compiling this right now. I want to go ahead. What the frick? I didn't order this. Okay. Sometimes it acts like the button's held down when it's not, or like a control button's held down or it's not. I can save this guy. Let's see. Oh, the chainsawing ended. Looks pretty good. Pushing swords.
You've seen the film, haven't you, where there's a fight towards the end, and one of the main characters who's a goodie is fighting one of the main characters who's a baddie, and they fight away at long distance for a while, and then they get really close, and then each puts his sword against the other, and they sort of push,
Gourd
like this, and
as well.
Struggle for a bit, and then the baddie pushing the other way, he'll say something gratuitously evil and provocative. Ha! When I finish with you, I shall marry the woman and have my little way with her, etc. And then he'll say something hysterical or possibly unexpected. Oh, I never really liked her anyway. She's got thick ankles. But the point is that there's a bit of dialogue between the characters, and their heads are quite close together in frame, which is why filmmakers like that sort of thing, because it's an opportunity to get a bit of dialogue in, a bit of raise the tension, raise the aggression, make the audience hate the baddie for being really, really bad, and be supportive of the good guy. Come on, get him. And the cameraman likes it because he can get both faces really close to each other, and the soundman likes it because he can record both their dialogues at the same time, and it's a filmmaking convention. Why would anybody do that in real life? it's an untenable situation. I get so close to my opponent that I'm pressing against him like this, and I'm pressing at a point. Our two blades meet at a point about which these swords can pivot. Why would I just carry on pushing? What do I hope to achieve? Am I going to push my way all the way through his sword and chop his head off? No, that's not going to happen, is it? Am I just trying to push him back? Well, possibly, but there are better ways to achieve this, and why do I want to push him back? That's not what we're being shown in the film. It's as though this is a moment of struggle, and that each man is putting great emphasis on the importance of pushing, as though this could achieve something. It's not going to achieve anything. But I could, if only I had some sort of big lever on me. But I do. I have a sword, and about this pivot point, I could just move it, and I could just slice at him. This is not a tenable position. As soon as he pushes against me, well, I could just give, let his force go by, and then cut him. Or I could bounce back off him and thrust. I mean, I have so many options. Why would I put my force uselessly against his force when I can just let him use his excessive strength to carry himself past and away from the target? Or I could, even if I don't do that, even if I actually stay directly on, I can be pushing through that point and pivoting on it as well and cutting him. It's not a tenable situation. No one's ever going to push that way for the length of time. Here's another reason you might not do it, because you might have a dagger on you. Yes, sometimes they show this in films, but it's usually shown as a dastardly thing to do, to go for your knife at this point. It's not dastardly, he's trying to kill you. So, if you get really, really close, you're pushing away, and then you can just go and stab him in the face. So it's not a tenable situation. It's not a clever move to use in fighting. It's a movie convention. I understand why it's a movie convention, but I'd still quite like to see the end of it. Some while ago I was asked, would I make a video about dual wielding? And I answered that question, and I did make a video about dual wielding, but you can't really cover the entirety of a topic in one short video. So here's a bit more on that. Now this is a longsword. Now yes, they could be used one-handed, sort of. Yes, they could possibly sometimes be used with a shield, but by and large, a sword like this is used two-handed. But perhaps, I put it to you, even though I have both hands on one weapon, I'm still perhaps dual wielding. Now, you say, but no, surely dual wielding is when you have one hand on one weapon and one hand on another, different weapon. Say you've got a hatchet in each hand, something like that. That would be dual wielding, but this isn't dual wielding. Well, if I've got the hatchet in each hand, I'm unlikely to hit with
Green sacks.
It's not normally a very clever move in a fight. Normally I'll hit with one and then the other and so forth. And with this, I could hit you once, I could hit you twice, I could hit you another time.
Freaking grain sack. That's easy.
And the delay between the hits and the stabs is about the same. If I hit you with one hand and then with the other, and with one hand and then with that one, it's roughly the same. So perhaps I was dual wielding, even though I had both hands on this. I had this always in the Knights of the period are often pictured with these daggers worn on their right hand side, suggesting that they're expecting to grab them really.
These are the easiest, the useless things, because I don't have to do any interaction. Just.
There are other combinations of dual wielding. I have, for instance, in the past fought with a spear.
Should be good.
And a dagger at the same time. So if you imagine this is the spear now, and oh, we have something a bit more spear-like here. So here we got staff sling standing in for a spear, and I've got a dagger in this hand, and I can actually fight reasonably effectively with the spear. And if someone gets a little bit too close to me, I've still got the dagger, and there's no delay in getting it out.
Sack of green.
But here, I'm not fighting spear and dagger, am I? At this point, when he's at some distance from me, the spear is what I'm fighting with, and the dagger just happens to be there in readiness. I'm not going to deal any damage with the dagger at this point, not until he gets close enough for me to swap to the other.
Closed.
Almost nil. You can,
Closed.
perhaps, I put it to you, be effectively dual wielding, even though you're using a two-handed weapon.
Lindy Mage!
This is just for decorative purposes for now.
On my head, a bassinet or bassinet, or if you want to sound more French, a bassinet. It's a type of helmet.
Oh, I hit compile. I need to stand up and stretch anyway. So, I don't want to miss much of this or nothing. So, I'll be back in a minute. I'll put on a little music. Let's get some. Be right back.
Leave the app, not your music. Listen anywhere, anytime. Listen to it all ad-free. All your music, no interruptions. YouTube Red. Start your free trial.
Alright. Let's check that out. Oh no! I wonder if it was saved. At least that last bit should be. No, I didn't hit save. Ooh. Cup. Gourd, grain sack clothes. So I just have to add those. 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Okay. Must have misspelled. Weird. There it is. Save and then compile if you want to avoid having to compile. But I want to test the hand models. Actually, did I? Let me see if it saved the changes I did to the hand models. I think it did. It looked like it was upside down in the preview thumbnail. Yeah, it did. Okay. I'll add some more props first before I compile. I think that's on the ground. Yeah. Hitching post. Cool. Perfect. Maybe from the arrow being here. Should make it a part of the fences, maybe? It is more like a prop. Alright, I'm gonna save again and then just hit compile. Let this work for a minute, and I'll be right back. Good. Oh, apparently it didn't take nearly as long, I think. Does anybody notice? Did anybody notice if that was quick? Because that would be nice if it went back to that being quick. There's so many of these songs are just basic covers. don't know why it says none on one of those. Whatever. Okay. House lights. Yes, I can make this just like the fire one, just without the fire. So... should I have this on a little bit when it's not on? That wouldn't make any sense. It should be off when it's off. Fire pit. I could probably just make actor or whatever basic variable so that I can reference to things from the game mode. I'll do that later. That's easy enough. For now, these are just superfluous, this thing. I'm not doing anything with it. So... that should be it for that. See if I can add it to the controller and test all those things out. Make another category called lighting. Put the fire pit and the house light in there. Think of other subcategories for those other mushes. Is there anything that would be universal? Alright, let's see how long it takes to play. That compiled real fast, so that's cool. It'll probably take longer to play. For whatever reason, it had like the main map cached. Oh my god, I just realized I have a ton of keef. Oh my god, overflowing. I just like lost a speckle because it just like fell out. Oh my god, that's a mound. Because I just ran out of herb today and I need to get, my prescription doesn't refill until tomorrow technically, so I'm just like being a bum. I just realized I have that shit. I'm in business, boys. Looks like someone's gonna be enjoying Fortnite tonight. I'm actually gonna bake my own. I'm gonna do the cast iron pizza thing tonight. I'm gonna cast iron a pizza tonight. So it's a fennel and Italian pork sausage. It's gonna be freaking awesome. So hopefully, well, we just lost one of those 3 viewers, but hopefully you guys are staying to see these new items that I've added. It's the house light, hitching post, the cup. No, the cup in this one. What was it? I just added. You know, no, the cup is new. Cup and gourd. And the grains of sack. Sacks of green. Grains of sack, as far as the eye, as far as the sea could eye. So yeah, that takes forever. Couldn't find main map, I doubt that. What am I bumping into here? That trash can has a weird collision mesh. Quick, what's the camera bumping into here? And here? Something has a collision mesh there. That's weird. Alright, I'll have to look into that. Anyway, let's try some of these things. Okay, it's a little bit off with the hand placement, but I can cannot put my hammer in it? But it is working otherwise. It's the container thing that's not quite working on it. I wonder why. Okay, we gotta fix the positioning of it. Let's try another one. Oops. I just built it into the floor and started auto running by holding right click and left click at the same time. Okay, so again, it's off a little bit on the placement, but don't seem to actually be able to interact with it. What did I do with the other items to make them work? Alright, let's see. So now you see some full moon lighting coming in here. How bright it is in a full moon. I'm chasing the shadow too. Chasing the shadow of the moon. Okay, so the thing works. It's just in the wrong like position. The frickin' turning thing doesn't appear to work for vertical axes. It's dimming, it's off. I need to make it work for vertical. Interaction dot product thing. Oh my god. Jump. Okay, and the fire here. Oh, I didn't. That's where those collision boxes are coming from. Oh, let's check it out. Oh, that's right. If I want the cups to be actual containers, they need to be... Yeah. Same with the bowls. If I want to put things in the bowls, they need to be copies of the backpack, not items. That's what it was. So that's why that wasn't working. Putting things in the bowls and the cups. That's fine. I don't have tiny items to put in them yet. I will with the gems, though. That'll be cool. It's weird. I have to turn the arrow back off, but the light seems to be stuck there. Let me try building one again. Well, it spawned down there, though. That's weird. And that. Okay. Let me just make it so the... Yeah, that's another thing. I don't want to deal with it right now. But this I want to fix. It might be more difficult than I think, though. 5 minus 27. You know what I'm saying? Nope. I had to be cleaned. I just hit buttons over and over again sometimes. Okay, it's still dropping it for some weird reason. And the light is spawning there. But I can do other things at different positions than their start. So why is that one being weird? Well, I guess because it's... Oh! The offset. Alright, get world rotation. Default scene route. No, I want... just for the building. Let's try that. Time to make use of some of that keef. I'm just trying to find my old stash of, oh yeah, proper medicinal. 1 second. You know, the stuff that's literally only CBD. It's nice. It's good stuff. But put some of that keef on it and got yourself a stew. Got yourself a stew. Oh wait, hey look, they already changed. The torch is still up there. So that's interesting. Right there. At least the thing is up where it's supposed to be. Nice. Except it's igniting in the wrong place. So much random crap I've built out here. Did I pause the music or something? Whoa. That was weird. So. What's up, RTV? Maybe if I put it down here now. shit should go there. Oh, wait, I wonder if this is... Oh, it's getting off from the get relative transform. Just set relative transform. Oh! Oh, it's on here. It is the problem. I'm chilling. I'm about to eat. I'm gonna cook some cast iron pizza, which I'll probably get started on because I'm already hungry. But let me fix this first.
The best thing you can do now is lead myself to me. You didn't come back to me. You can chase the other guys, but don't come near me. 'Cause now I'm stone deaf to your pleas.
It's weird. Why does it want to go over there?
You've been chasing every other guy there is. Don't come near me now, 'cause I could stand your lying kiss. Chasing every other guy there is. Don't come near me now, 'cause I could stand.
Oh, it's clamping it. Ah.
So now go away and let me be free. I don't want your love, I told you see. And now I'm stone deaf to your pleas.
There we go.
The best thing you can do now is lead myself to me. You gotta lead myself to me.
Screw on this monster of Keith's back on so I can grind up this shit. That's why I'm stopped here for a second. I feel victorious already.
not true. Baby blue, this you didn't do. So what's new? So never mind your tears. Forget your pain, forget your fears. Tomorrow sun will shine, and someone tells you please be mine. You meet him one day when he's crossing your way. He shine, baby blue. It is you I love, only you. Baby blue, I got love for you, whole life too. Baby blue, would you love me too, whole life too? No more evil roam. I found a girl, I found a home, and all the world should know that I forever love you so. And then and my love will see that I should take that you want me to do just for you.
It's pretty cool, huh? I gotta take a screenshot here. Full moon. Full moon. Very bright. I wonder if it'll get a harvest moon. Not a harvest moon, a blood moon. Because I turned the ratio for it up. It should be at like 0.9. Although it thinks it's there. So, oh, I wonder if it'll ever trigger if it thinks it's there.
I open my eyes and I gaze around. My head starts to aching and my heart starts to pound. Her roommate reads with
Would be better with if it wasn't full. I guess that's alright.
questions and a young man's heart. I've been drifting like a bottle in the tide. It don't keep me satisfied.
Full moon, so they're on opposite sides. Sun rises as the moon sets. Let's see. That's a good screenshot. That'll be my thumbnail for tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'm done for tonight. I did fix that, so that's cool. And yeah, made progress. Got some good stuff going on here. I have to make it so that interactables can save their state via the building blueprint, and then I don't know about setting server ones. I might have to work around it or something. But for now, that is it. Thanks for checking in, tuning in, and